All right, so I really thought a fun video to make would be me reacting to my comment section because my comment section can be an absolute cesspool sometimes, and I think it would be very entertaining if we went over. I should have gotten this up first. There we go. Let's pull these up. So I've gotten something nifty here that removes their profiles, so you can't see it, but the funniest ones are always in the held section. I'm going to be reacting to these. I'm going to give some intellectual responses. We're going to laugh and have a good time. All right, so number one, this is, you should probably see the title of the video as well. That's kind of annoying though, because it makes it really small. Whatever. But you can probably make out what the video is going to be about. So, Christian dating advice is making everyone miserable. Moral of the story: women live in a fantasy world. Some of them do. There's not much substance there. Here we go. Here we go. This is where things get funny. Okay. You need to speak to men losing their children, house, and spouse due to Bolshevik laws. I'm assuming that men know what Bolsheviks are, but I'm assuming that's a term used for Jews, basically. But you won't. I don't remember when, I mean, I've talked about Israel and whatnot, so I'm definitely not, definitely not taking shekels. All right, there's no shekels coming here. All right. You're likely a coward. I mean, you could have just watched the video. I don't really understand. This is what's wrong with these type of people. These type of people, what they do is they see like titles and thumbnails and they just comment on the video without even watching it. And beyond not even watching it, this is all they do. Facebook forums, internet forums, any kind of forum. They just do this. They just spout this off. It doesn't actually do anything. Of so-called Christians, the church is responsible for the destruction of society. Church hasn't helped much in recent years. That's kind of undisputable. In modern form, began during the First and Second World War by no-fault divorce. So, is no-fault divorce a good thing for societies to be doing? Obviously not, but you have to be looking at the causes of divorce. Okay, women don't marry, and women don't think in their day-to-day life like, oh, well, I'm going to do everything just to get divorced, right? They don't have divorce in their plans. It just ends up unfolding because of the situation we're in culturally. I'm not pro a lot of these marriage laws necessarily. I'm not a defender of them, but there's a very important understanding that has to be made that if we, first of all, it's not practical just to try to change the laws. Okay, we're not going to change divorce laws like that. Okay, first, if you want to change those laws, change the culture. Right? The culture precedes laws. You're never going to change the law without changing the culture. And when you're just commenting on people's videos without watching, going on Facebook, saying a bunch of things that aren't true, and sound plainly retarded, not going to get anywhere with that. Man removed from homes equals societal destruction. I agree. Now, one of the core philosophical disagreements is I'm more solution-based, action-based, actually do something about it. They're more so talk about it, which I don't really like dealing with people like that. Next. Why Christian women don't like Christian men, okay? It's because men... So this is what I have to deal with. Okay, so see that one guy before, because you're likely a coward. You won't talk about the issues at hand between men and women. And then other people comment, and they're like, it's because Christian men believe in divine misogyny. And, I mean, if anyone believes in... If to someone like that, I definitely believe in divine misogyny. They would think that about me. Right? They have little or no respect for women. They see us as prospective future domestic sexual reproductive servants. No well-adjusted woman, oh my god, Christian or not, wants a man who treats her as his inferior or otherwise disrespectfully. Christian women often say that non-Christian men treat them better. Christian men are a-holes. Dude, this is awesome. It's not awesome because it's a person that's confused, but it's just funny to read. Like, oh my gosh, dude. Go get stop trying to quit gooning, do this instead. This video talked about how trying to quit is kind of a self-defeating thing. Instead, you should try and rise above it. Go get a job. You're rambling words on words. Gooning is a free pass to homosexual lifestyle. It is what it is. Gooning is a homosexual trait. I don't know if they think I'm pro-gooning or something, but okay. Before submitting to Christ Truth, I used to jerk it because I felt more focused on women, like less aggressive, but in the mud. I wasn't the Spankwire. What the hell's Spankwire? Just me in a shower and I thought, okay, all right, it's good. I'm assuming that means he stops. So that's good, man. It's it's just that's crazy to read. To hell with your god, thousands of other gods. Okay, retarded atheist. It's quite simple. A lot of Christian men think Christian means feminine. Okay, act like man, but you must. Okay, true. Oh, here we go. Okay, Christianity is feminine. That's why the men act feminine. Are feminine, excuse me. It's about bending over and forgiving. And this is why Christian nation has not been able to hold the line against feminism, homosexuality, and transgender movements, because it has no masculine spine. Yes, this is someone who really bought into the modern Christian message. That's false. Okay, yeah, so this guy is doing the thing where it's like, I don't care what woman like I want to, I don't care about the world, when, you know, the whole point is that if we do the right things under Christ, then women will like us. You know, that's the point I've made. Whatever. Well, I don't know if this is an actual response to the comment, so I'll do that. If a man becomes everything he needs to be, that's when a godly woman will submit to him. If he is perfect, then did I say that if he's perfect, that's when a girl will like him? I don't think I said that. I think he's trying to parody what I'm saying. A husband deserves love only if you provide. I've said this, so I don't know if these other two are like things I heard elsewhere. A husband deserves love and affection only if he provides it with no question. The amount of Harlow's comes gets like these, three I quoted, almost makes me puke. I mean, these other two, I don't really believe in these two. This one, everything he needs to be. I mean, I take that in more of a general sense. I mean, in a literal sense, like a very, very literal, strict literal sense, I wouldn't really agree. But yeah, I mean, I don't really understand what these people think. Like, when you comment, I mean, maybe I'm wrong about this, but when you comment, unless you're replying to someone in the comment section, your comment is it's a comment on my video. So if you're going to comment about something, it's a response to something. So why would they quote things I didn't say? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't comment on things, so maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, women get handed things in a silver platter. How all a gal, okay, definitely older, has to do is she feels uncomfortable around a guy, and he's called into HR. Hell with females. Oh god. So see, like, this is the logic that these people live by, right? It's kind of like, okay, women get special treatment. Okay, I don't have an issue with that. Women get, I mean, they should. I think women should get special treatment. Now, does that special treatment extend to doing things that are immoral or stupid? No, but special treatment in the sense of, for instance, right? Hitting a woman is seen disfavorably compared to hitting a man. I think that should be the case, because what's a woman going to do? Defend herself? I'm going to hit you back. It's not going to do anything, okay? So, yeah, it should be viewed as, you're taking advantage of a weaker person, or weaker sex in this case. But at the same time, women kind of understand. I guess this is where we disconnect from the gay side in this case. They kind of understand this as well. So women should be picking fights with men. They should be listening to men, so on and so forth. So when they see things about women getting special treatment, they're like, what the hell, females? These females suck. Females or whatever. Listen, the reason why I don't have an issue with females getting special treatment is because I don't need special treatment to get what I want. Okay, I'm not someone that's struggling in any way. Now, if I was some loser, I guess I could see how I'd be better towards that. But, all right, show hidden comments. Let's see more. Has a lot of sluts and covert feminists. It does have a lot of them, relatively speaking. I can't really deny that. I haven't seen that in cases. Christianity, a religious cucking ritual. That guy's a retard. They don't want y'all because you view them as... See, this is like, how do I get comments of every kind? How do I get comments calling me Christianity for losers? And like, you guys bend over them. And then I get other ones calling me a property, right? They don't want y'all because you view them as property to be owned and controlled. And maybe these people want to be treated like people. You freaks, bring it upon yourself. Oh, I'm a freak. Well, it's the only freak is going to be. You can end that off. All right. So there's something way off with you Christians. You're creepy to be around. Okay, I'm not going to lie. That's true for a lot of them. The majority of Christians have shark eyes. Do I have shark eyes? Honey bun, I got shark eyes. You can't trust a shepherd. Okay, shark eyes, I think she means, not literally. You can't trust a shepherd who puts wolves in the paddock and then tells the sheep of all things to beware the wolves. I'm assuming paddock is where you put the sheep. I don't know. I'm not a farming person, okay? When Jesus should be keeping them out in the first place. If you want to be a sheep, fine, worship a shepherd, but stop trying to bring people into your circle jerk of psychosis. Maybe it's because I don't understand like shepherding language, but that read kind of like a schizo comment, but okay. We Christian men always yell and scream like a chick. I'd cut their model. Gosh, these comments are amazing. Okay. Eve had 4 good guys to listen to. The 3 in the Godhead. I don't know if I would call God a guy like that, but okay. Plus Adam, I get what you mean. Let's not get too autistic. But she listened to one bad boy there instead. Men have paid the price ever since because women have craved lying snakes ever since. So again, this is kind of like the equivocation thing. Like, because women don't want a loser, and there's men who demonstrate traits that aren't a loser, but they also demonstrate some negative traits. Because of that, women just like bad guys in general. That's wrong. Next, quite simple. Here he is. Be firm and act like a man with a certain type of female, and you'll scare their, and they get a reputation of being mean. Okay, I got you. Just a retard. I can't understand how people end up being so retarded. All right, so those are my held comments. Oh, guys, any more of those? I don't think so. Well, let's look at some other comments. Okay, published, newest. With Full for the Rage Bait, we'll see. I dated a Christian girl once. She told me that if she wanted to sleep with other men, then that's okay because it would be God's plan. Listen, bro, that was 21 hours ago. Listen. Hate to break this to you, but you probably got some issues with yourself. Okay, she's got issues, but you got issues too. All right, she's even thinking about that. She's setting up her house so she doesn't be limited to you because she doesn't want to be limited to you. Not saying so hopeless, but I'm located in South Florida. It's pretty rough out here. As someone who lives in South Florida, I understand why you think it's rough, but there's still good women out here. God's plans become a saying. Okay, sure. I always thought religion was programming people sexually. That's probably a retarded atheist. No actual Christian man has ever said that men need to be more emotional. Yes, they have. That's wrong. I've seen it. It's literally in content that's on YouTube with a lot of views, but okay. I don't think masculinity is being attacked in Christianity. Yes, it is. They've explicitly said that. I think the attack is on religion itself. That's kind of potato. The religion I see in modern Christianity is priests and religious leaders being soft and beating around the bush on topics like lust, homosexuality, and culture to avoid upsetting churchgoers. That's true. Partially agree. Thanks you. No problem. Why Christian women don't like Christian men? Okay, some say either because they're too nice and cringe. Others say they hate them because they're too misogynistic and patriarchal. Personally, I think that people just don't have any patience with each other anymore. It's probably a good guy, you know, so I'm not gonna laugh too hard. Okay, cool. Oh no. All right, I'm getting personal attacks here. Oh gosh, here we go. If you touch grass, you realize that literally not everyone is living with a false perspective. Virginia's biggest flex 2026 is the video, by the way. If you got off Twitter, I don't use Twitter, and met other people outside of church, you realize it's you with the false perspective. Okay, let's break this down. So the video is me talking about how virginity is not valued. So, met people outside of church. So, is he saying that people outside of church value virginity? Because that's definitely false. That's definitely not true. Most people I've met have been outside of church. Stop being a retard and put God first. Dude contradicted himself in one title. Oh, I use retard. Oh no. So bad. Jesus was very famous for using slurs too. And he didn't say Malaka. That's right. And USA, masculinity means machoism. Well, I am a very macho man. It's easy to die for Christ. Living for Christ is the hard part. That's what Christ wants to do. Amen. I would say it's because most women are feminists, Christians second. I mean, as a matter of fact, Amy can say that's true, but practically speaking, it's not a big issue. I've only been married for 2 years and have zero regrets, but I dated a lot before my wife, so my experience helped me find the right one. Happy things ended well for you. Explanation, okay, that's fine. Jesus didn't fulfill a single messianic prophecy. Okay, retard. Oh my god, I hate when people say this. Red pill is a general term. If you teach biblical marriage and Godhead, many will call that red pill. Listen, am I a red piller? I don't want to be a red piller. I don't want to be with Myron Gaines. I don't want to be with Tate. I don't like these people. I don't want to hang out with them. I want to, maybe, one day I would hop on a podcast with them, or I don't know, go to, like the party thing they were doing. I think it was like Miami or whatever. I'll go and get the experience. Maybe I'll pick their brain, they'll pick my brain, but I'm definitely not like a fan of these people at all. It's because schools and work there are why Christian women reject Christian men. It's easy because of schools and work there are non-Christians. Okay. Are you combining both biblical and worldly viewpoints? So this is what I get a lot. Like, oh, you're worldly. You focus too much on like superficial things. So people don't understand what I'm saying. Innocence is a burden. It's vital to get rid of it fast before someone unworthy steals it. Okay, that's really stupid. It's probably a woman. Anyways, let's go to this video. The comment section of this video was absolute gold, but let's see what we got here. I want to see. Dumb. Really dumb. Dude's hair is majestic. Thank you. It indeed is. So a small channel is keeping it real. True. Being nice and being kind. Yeah, true. Oh boy, what is over here? It's a very round part. I'm a woman. Usually nice and kind. Never force submission. But I would take them to the verse that says submit to one another. It doesn't say that. Bro, oh my god, I hate when they I hate when they do this. Okay, and the reason why I got mini triggered there is because it's something I've thought about a lot, I've seen a lot. Every time, just, bro, you're such an idiot. They always say, because the Bible explicitly says when it talks about marriage, it talks about the man, right, and the woman submitting to the man. Then it says, wives or husbands, love your wives. And they take it as, oh, you have to submit to each other. It doesn't say that. It uses different words. If I'm talking in one sentence, right, and I say, you should submit to him, and he should love you, and he says, oh, should we submit to each other? I'm using a different word in the same sentence. I mean something different. I'm not using a different word for no reason. And when you're reading a text, it's not a responsible assumption to make unless it's said somewhere explicitly or it's a pattern clearly demonstrated that if someone uses two words that could be taken to mean different things, that it's very irresponsible to say that they mean the same thing. It doesn't say submit to one another. It says woman submit to your husband. It says that in multiple places. It never says a man should submit to a woman. In fact, it says literally the opposite. I do not give woman authority over a man in the church. So it's wrong. Okay, I already went over that one. Jesus, what a loser. Life has taught me 3 lessons. In second person they are, no one will love you for you, only tolerate for what they can get from you. You are not worth any time, energy, consideration, or inconvenience. Wow. The best way to turn a woman off, even if they choose you, is to make your attraction known. Yeah. How do you not have more subs? That's a great question. I should have 1 million, but, where we are. Fun excitement. Okay, that's a matter of fact. It's about what God has planned for you. Here's the God's plan thing. Yeah, God planned for you to be a fat loser that can't attract a woman. Right? Hey, respect's important. Cool. You're hilarious. I know. Thank you. My God. These people. Your message is something from like 20 years ago. No, my message is essentially quoted from, in this video, the why Christian women don't like Christian men. The main message is basically quoted from the Bible. You know, that's more than 20 years old, but because here's the life cycle of the Christian marriage. You get married with your family, your friends under God, you do this thing. Not friends, okay? I don't think men and women should be friends. I literally just recorded a video today about that. You have a child. She decides she doesn't need you anymore. She has to regret ever knowing you. She has all physical contact and then divorces you. That's the life cycle of the Christian woman. That is the life cycle if you're a loser. Okay? Right up. I'm attracted to the sides of me. I'm trying. There's them being attracted. That brought me to church in the first place. It's present an issue. Yeah, because you're not supposed to get castrated when you go to church, you know? The last thing you can do is worrying about what women like. If you find your person, you find them. Man, it's ostrich, head in the sand kind of attitude. Female here, trying to become the man I want to have. I think it's because I don't see manly men my age. Okay, that's simple. Combat training's good. Yeah, I agree. He's answered, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. True. I don't really know why you would comment that, but true. So backbone. Alpha Chad. Yes, that is me. Don't be too mice. Yeah, true. Thank you. See, that guy's not a retard. Average your persona, but don't be too... Wow. Congratulations. You have an IQ over 5. Yes, a lot of people in the comment section apparently don't have that. Yeah, Rep Charlie Kirk. Christian women want attractive Christian men, and Christian men want attractive Christian women. True. A lot of people don't seem to understand that. All right, so I think where is the artificial wombs one, bro? We have to find it. Okay, we have to find it. That's a joke. Whatever, artificial wombs. Where's the... Oh, come on. Gynoid. Something about gynoid, right? It's literally a meme on the channel, bro. Sensitive topics. All right, last search. If I don't find it, then actually, wait, isn't there like a... Oh, okay, here. Let's check here. No. Let's do this. Keyword womb. Okay, maybe wombs. No, not an X. Really, bro? I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. All right. This video's 23 minutes long. That was pretty fun. My comment section is something else, unfortunately. I really wish my comment section was this, you know, beautiful place where smart things are being said, but there's a lot of retards in my comments, to be honest. That being said, like, subscribe to all those great things. See you in the next one.